Consonants. This chapter will teach you how to form all of the consonant sounds of American English. You can either study this chapter first to get an in-depth understanding of how consonants are formed, or you can just skip to the next chapter, Problematic Consonants, and begin practicing the most difficult sounds for non-native speakers. Make sure that you also refer to the Native Language Guide at the end of the book, which will tell you which specific consonant sounds you need to focus on in this chapter and in the following one. Forming American Consonants. When you are learning another accent, it is very helpful to know how the instruments of the mouth work together to produce sound. One reason that you have an accent when you are speaking English is that you're likely not moving your tongue and lips in the same way as a native speaker. A consonant is a sound that is made when the airflow is blocked by either your lips or your tongue. The different places where this block may occur are called points of articulation. The point of articulation is, therefore, a point of contact of one part of your mouth with another part. For example, when you produce the sound P, which is spelled with the letter P, your lips come together and close shut. So the points of contact here are your two lips. The sound B, which is spelled with the letter B, is also produced by your lips touching, as is the sound Sometimes the points of contact, or points of articulation, occur when the tip of your tongue touches directly behind the upper teeth, a part of your mouth called the gum ridge. The sounds that are produced at this point are T, D, N, and L. Another point of contact occurs when the back of your tongue touches the back part of your mouth, near the throat, as in G and K. You don't necessarily need to learn the formal names of the different parts of your mouth, but you should develop an awareness of where the points of contact are. Studying the illustration below will help you do this.
Voiceless and voiced consonants. One way that we categorize consonants is by determining whether they're voiceless or voiced. It's important to know the difference between them because the length of the vowel that comes before is determined by whether the consonant that follows it is voiceless or voiced. You will learn more about this later in this chapter. Also, knowing whether a sound is voiceless or voiced will help you to correctly pronounce the ed endings and the s endings of words. You will learn this in detail in the next chapter. First, let's learn how to distinguish between a voiced and a voiceless consonant. Place your fingers in the front middle part of your neck. Now say z, as in the word zoo. Now, let's make it longer. Z. You should feel a vibration in your vocal cords. This is how you know that the z sound is voiced. Now, let's try this with the s sound, as in the word sat. Say s. Now, let's prolong it. S. This time, there was no vibration in your vocal cords. That's all there is to it. The tongue and lip positions of the z and the s are identical. The only difference between them is vibration or no vibration. Look at the other consonant pairs that are produced exactly the same way except for the vibration in the vocal cords. Voiceless and voiced consonant pairs. You will hear each consonant twice. First the voiceless sound and then its voiced pair. P, P.
Pet, rope.
B, B.
Bet, robe.
To produce this sound, the lips must be fully together and then parted quickly to produce a small release of air. P, B. T, T.
10, seat.
D, D. Den, seed. For these two sounds, the tip of the tongue is slightly tense as it firmly touches and then releases the gum ridge. T, D, K, K,
Class, back.
G, G.
Glass, bag.
To produce these two sounds, the back of the tongue presses up against the back of the mouth and then releases. K, G. F, f.
Fault, leaf.
V, V.
Vault, leave.
To produce these two sounds, the lower lips lightly touch the upper teeth and a vibration occurs on the lips from the flow of the air created. F, V. F, F.
Thank, breath.
V, V.
This, breathe.
To produce these two sounds, the tip of the tongue touches in the back of the front teeth or the edges of the front teeth. The air flows out between the tongue and the teeth. Th, th. S, s.
Sink, price.
Z, z.
Zinc, prize.
To produce these two sounds, the sides of the tongue touch the middle and the back upper teeth. The tip of the tongue is lowered a bit and air flows out through the middle part of the tongue. S, z. Sh, sh.
Pressure, wish.
Zh, zh.
Pleasure, massage.
To produce these two sounds, the tip of the tongue is down, the sides of the tongue are up against the upper teeth on the sides of the mouth, and the air flows out through the middle of the tongue. Sh, zh. Ch, ch.
Choke, rich.
J, j.
Joke, ridge.
To produce these two sounds, the tip of the tongue is down, the sides of the tongue are up against the upper teeth on the sides of the mouth. The tip of the tongue quickly touches the gum ridge and then releases. Ch, j. Now, let's go through the rest of the consonant sounds of English. The following consonant sounds are voiced, but they have no voiceless pair. Make sure that you feel the vibration in your vocal cords as you say them. Spelled with the letter M.
Mom, from. Lemon,
For this sound, the lips are together and the air flows out of the nose. Spelled with the letter N.
non. Fun, any.
For this sound, the tip of the tongue touches the gum ridge and the sides of the tongue touch the upper teeth and the air flows out of the nose. Spelled with NG.
Going, spring. King,
For this sound, the back of the tongue touches the soft palate in the back of the mouth and the air flows out of the nose. Spelled with the letter L.
love. will, yellow.
For this sound, the tip of the tongue touches the upper gum ridge and the tongue is tense. The air comes out on the sides of the tongue and at the corners of the mouth. Ul. Spelled with the letter R.
Red, for, card.
There are two different ways to produce this sound. One method is the tip of the tongue curls a bit and then is slightly pulled back. The other method is the tip of the tongue is down and the center of the tongue touches the hard palate. W. Spelled with the letter W.
Win, lower, quiet.
For this sound, the lips are rounded as for the vowel U as in moon, and the air flows out through the lips. The tongue is in the position for the vowel sound that follows the W. W. Y. Spelled with the letter Y.
Yes, mayor, young.
For this sound, the tip of the tongue touches the lower front teeth. The front of the tongue is raised near the hard palate. Y. This final consonant sound is voiceless. H. Spelled with the letter H.
Happy, behave, who.
For this sound, the vocal cords are tense and restricted, and the back of the tongue is pushed against the throat to create friction as the air flows out from the back of the mouth. Vowel length and voiced and voiceless consonants. Vowels are longer when followed by a voiced consonant and shorter when followed by a voiceless consonant. Even short vowels like I, e, and are prolonged when followed by a voiced consonant. Voiceless and voiced consonants. Word pairs for practice. The first word of the pair ends with the voiceless consonant and the second with the voiced one. Notice the difference in vowel length. S, z.
Advice, advise. Ice, eyes. Niece, knees.
T, d.
Mate, maid. Hat, had. Bet, bed.
F, v.
Half, have. Life, live. Belief, believe.
K, g.
Back, bag. Duck, dog. Duck, dug.
Sentence pairs for practice for voiceless and voiced consonants. You will hear two sentences. The first sentence has a word with the voiceless consonant, and the second sentence has a word with the voiced consonant.
My wallet is in the back. My wallet is in the bag. I saw $5 on the floor. I saw 5 bugs on the floor. He has blue ice. He has blue eyes. I heard about the lice. I heard about the lies.
Word pairs in sentences.
He told me lies about the lice. His eyes are ice cold. There was a buzz on the bus. The dog is on the dock.